Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, don't forget to like and subscribe below and get ready to enjoy this video. We're going to be talking about what to feed and what not to feed your Great Dane. Seems to be a big problem, so let's find out what they can and can't eat. Hey guys, so we're going to be talking about what is good to feed your Dane and what is not okay to feed your Great Dane. I know there's a lot of questions about this, like what's going to be best for my dog, what's going to hurt my dog. So we're going to give you a little bit of an idea. Great Danes need 23% protein in their food. The absolute minimum they can have is 22%. This is because they have such a high metabolism and they grow rapidly. So you really want to make sure that your dog food has a high protein level. It can be anywhere from 23 to 30%. Fat. Your dog's fat needs to be between 12 and 18% fat. You don't want your Dane to get overweight, so you really want to keep it in those levels. You don't want a food that is high in fat. This will cause a lot of health problems later on down the road if you get a fat Dane. With dog food as well, your dogs need 30 calories per pound of their weight. So, if you don't free feed like I do, when you go to feed them, you need to make sure that you have a food that has 350 to 450 calories per cup, because these guys can eat up to 10 cups of food a day when they are full grown. Puppies starting out, you want to feed them 30 calories per pound. So depending on how big your Dane is or how small your Dane is, you really want to look into that factor as well. Age, weight, their activity level, all those are big and important things when feeding your Dane. You want a food that has real meat as its first ingredient. So when you're shopping for your Dane and its food, don't be afraid to poke around, flip bags, look in the ingredients, because it's very important for your Dane. They're very sensitive with their stomachs, and they do have allergies to certain foods, and you're going to find that out along the road. Every dog is different, just like a human. They can be allergic to a number of things, and you're never going to figure it out until you try, unfortunately. I know my Dane can't have pork. She can't have beef. We have another Dane who he's just now been put on sensitive skin and stomach. There's so many dog foods that are out there for your Great Dane, but each one of my Danes has a minimum of 23% protein, 12% fat, even with the medicated dog food that we're giving. I like to look for things I can read. If you can't read the ingredients in your dog food, it's probably not a good dog food to buy. Like I said, when you flip it over, the very first ingredient in that dog food needs to be chicken, pork, beef, salmon, deer, duck, or lamb, and buffalo. Those are all really good signs that this dog food is made for a Great Dane. Also, you need to have animal protein as one of the first, within the first 3 ingredients. So after you read where it says whether you're buying the lamb, it needs to say like chicken byproduct or something like that, meaning it's eggs or something else to create the other proteins to help your dog. It also needs to have animal-based fat, which is like chicken fat, duck fat, beef fat. That way your dog is also getting those extra calories to help with its high metabolism, kind of keep it a little thick, but not fat. Um, these are all very good things to look for. You need to have a low concentration of digestible carbohydrates like grains and veggies. So when you go to read those ingredients, they're probably, I think they're within like the fifth or sixth ingredient in your dog food. It needs to say like pumpkin, blueberries, whole grain. There are grain-free diets. Sometimes it happens because these aren't necessarily important, but it does play a little factor in maintaining weight and stuff. It's just something extra for them to hold on to in their bodies to maintain their weight with their high metabolism. If your dog food has any artificial anything, dyes, preservatives, flavors, don't buy it. It is not good for your Dane. It's going to end up hurting your Dane. Remember, when switching your dog food, you want to do that slow. If you've tried one and it's not working out and you want to move to another one, make sure you buy that new dog food when you still have plenty left of that old dog food. And you want to slowly mix them together and let your Dane eat that slowly. So it decreases the chance of diarrhea. Like I said, their stomachs are so sensitive and their intestines and everything. When you're switching food or you're trying out food and you've got a brand new puppy that you're trying to teach how to potty train, it's going to be a challenge. Diarrhea is a very big thing in your Dane. So with that, please make sure you always have water available so they can stay hydrated and stuff as you make this transition. If you want to do a raw diet, now, raw diets are extremely expensive. You can do that, but you want to make sure they're getting the same ingredients as you would in your dog food, like the real chicken, the real beef, the real pork, like things like that. They can have apples, carrots, oranges, blueberries, raspberries, broccoli, cauliflower, pears, potatoes, zucchini, and squash. So you can mix all those in with their raw diet to give them what they need. Also, you can scramble eggs and give that to them as well. They can have brown rice, peanut butter, things like that. And peanut butter is very high in protein. So when you mix that into their diet on top of their meats and stuff, that's a good raw diet. So I will put a video link in my descriptions for you to see how to make raw food. I personally don't do raw food diet because that's a lot of work and I'm very busy. Things to avoid feeding your Dane if they are on a raw diet or just in general. Obviously, the number one thing is chocolate. Do not feed your dog chocolate. They are highly allergic to it and it can shut down their organs and everything else. Grapes are another thing. They destroy the lining in the intestines and cause serious problems and can ultimately cause your dog to bleed out. Avocados, macadamia nuts, alcohol, obviously. I know a lot of people find it funny when their dogs go and accidentally take a sip out of your alcohol. Please make sure you put your stuff up high because this can kill your dog. Tea is not good. Caffeine, onions, garlic, raisins. Raisins do the same thing as grapes, obviously, because they're just dried out grapes. And tomatoes. Tomatoes can kill your dog very, very slowly. You will not know instantly, but if your dog does get a hold of a tomato, rush them to the vet immediately. That being said, here are some food brands that are good for your dog and meet all the requirements that a Great Dane needs if you're looking for dry and or wet dog food. We've got Wellness, we've got Orion, we've got Gentle Giants, Taste of the Wild, Holistics, Avoderm, Dr. Gary's Lard Dr. Gary's large breed, Victor Ultra. We've got Diamond Natural. There's a lot of misconceptions on Diamond Natural because some dogs have horrible diarrhea spells with Diamond Natural, and some days it works well. So with Diamond Natural, that's what I originally was feeding my dogs. They didn't have a problem until I brought in Galileo, which is our newest member. So he couldn't eat that food. My other Dane did perfectly fine on it. We never had a problem with it. But unfortunately, we've had to re-switch food because we want them all on the same if possible. So we're trying our other Dane out on it. Also, we have a pit bull who is having some sensitivities to food. So we've bought a limited ingredient food for them. So we've switched off Diamond Natural, but it does work wonders with Danes in general. We've got Solid Gold, Frome Family, Muric Pet, and Nutrisource. These are all really good foods and are highly recommended by vets as well. Some other foods are Science Diet, I believe, is one. There's one more that I cannot. Royal Cane. Royal Cane is what my dog was started out on. But like I said, he had sensitive skin problems. So we had to switch him. However, I did see his parents and they looked wonderful. I mean, the food did great for them. When you're testing out food, though, please make sure to monitor mixing in old dog food. This is very important so it doesn't tear up their stomachs so bad. I also am going to post in my link a way for you to save 5% on your dog food every month. So be sure to look at that. We would love to help you out, help your dog. Also, with your Great Dane, food is great, but there are also other supplements you can buy to help your Dane with their joints and their stomachs and stuff like that. So you want to get some joint supplements, glucosamine supplements, things like that to just help with your Dane's diet and their growth. I know a lot of people love this breed, and I know a lot of people want this breed because of how big they get, but really they are super expensive. And if you don't have the time or the money to, go out and test certain foods, I pay $70 a month, if not more, a month on dog food alone just for my 2 Danes. And then testing out food because with our puppy Galileo, who you've seen in other videos that we're training, we're testing out a limited ingredient food right now because our vet has informed us that if this one doesn't work, we're going to have to go to a vet medicated dog food, which is about $100 for a 20-pound bag. Right now I'm paying $70 for a 40-pound bag. So you really got to make sure before you get one of these guys that you are so financially stable because they will, 1, eat you out of house and home, and 2, wipe out your bank account. So those are some things to look for as well. But like I said, I'm going to do my best to help you save 5% or more on your dog food every month. And we're going to get it delivered straight to your door every month right on time. If there is anything that you would like to know more about, like whether or not this dog food is good because it's not one I mentioned, please let me know because honestly, I have my dog on Purina Pro plan. A lot of Dane owners use that and it's worked for a lot of Dane owners and it does meet the 2312 criteria for a Dane. Let me know if there's another dog food that you found that you think would make a good dog food for Great Danes or that has worked for you. If there's any other questions or concerns or how do I do this, how do I do that, what treats are good, please leave a comment below. I would love to answer and help you out because I love dogs. I love my dogs, and I'm here to help you. So just leave some comments below, like, follow, subscribe, and hit the notification button so you can be notified when any other videos are posted. I really hope this helped you guys out a little bit, if not a lot, when looking for food for your Great Dane and what's important and what's not. And be sure to check the descriptions for that link so you can get your Dane everything they need and everything that's going to help them. I'll put some other things that are good for your Great Dane, supplement-wise, things like that. I'll put the slow feeder in there so you can see what that is for when you're getting a new puppy and you want to start free feeding. So I will see you guys in the next video. And like I said, I hope this helped. Be sure to comment, and we will see you in the next video, guys. Have a great day.